So I'm here in my garden today. I was going to do a blog post to update on my new gardening style, but I thought rather than me just blather on about my garden, I would actually show you. A couple years ago I started doing, it's a concept from a book called Gardening Without Work, and I think it was written in the 60s. It was really funny, it was really insightful. 4 years ago when we moved out to the farm, this garden spot I made. There was no garden spot here, so the bobcat, I took out all the dirt, and I brought all of the grass, all of the dirt, and I brought in black dirt from the goat pen that had been there for years, and I was constantly fighting grass and weeds, and we didn't have time to make me raised beds, and we still don't have time to make me raised beds. So basically the concept is, instead of fighting the weeds, in the fall, put down a layer of straw or hay, whatever is readily available to you. And then in the spring, do another just load of hay or straw and lay that all down. And then when you plant your rows, you know, I'll kind of move the straw over from wherever my row is. And so I'll have a little trench of my rows, and then straw, like beds of straw on all sides of the rows. So it really keeps the weeds down and really helps to keep the grass out. And then once your seeds start to come up, and you can see some green leaves, you know, then I'll put down a bed of more straw in between the rows. And as long as you keep up with that, it does pretty good. As you can see, I've got, you know, a few weeds here and there. This is some beets here that have done really well. It's great for baby food for my little guy. Here the new thing I did this year was I've done purple carrots. I don't know, they look like regular carrots to me, but apparently they're purple. And this came from the Gurney's catalog in a seed strip. It's amazing. You just have a seed tape that you just put in the ground and cover it up with dirt. So that was awesome. Here you can kind of see, this is my trench of asparagus that I started last year that I didn't realize. You could see here that this is a windbreak. We have goats on the other side. They were sticking their little heads underneath the windbreak and eating all my asparagus, so I had to build up the dirt on the other side of the fence to keep the goats from eating all of my asparagus. Here I have I don't know if you can see, how can I get that so that you can see that there? This is some artichokes that I just started. I don't know anything about artichokes. They were on sale in the Gurney's catalog, so I went with that. So I have really liked the gardening without work method. It still is work to put down the straw. But I have the boys help me, and it's a really fun little family project. My gardening fail for the year was that this whole space right here, I planted 4 rows of peas, and my boys just sit in the corn and eat the peas. I don't ever get any peas to freeze, ever. So I thought it'll be nice if I plant 4 more rows of peas over here a couple weeks after I've planted over there, and then we'll have, you know, rounds and rounds of peas. Well, by the time I planted my garden, I have never planted my garden so late. It was the beginning of June, the end of that first week in June, by the time I got done. And I thought, okay, in a couple weeks I'll plant some more peas here. I was so done. I was so done with the whole thing. So I never got my other rows of peas planted. I did get some sweet potatoes in this year, which last year I did not, and I was so upset that I didn't get any sweet potatoes because my boys love sweet potato fries. So we got some sweet potatoes. Hopefully they'll come up and do well this year. So yeah, that's my update. I would recommend, if you have straw or hay available to you, make sure it's pesticide free. Obviously you're going to poison your garden. Yeah, it's a great method. I really like it. It looks kind of messy. I'm kind of a neat gardening kind of person. I'm kind of I like things neat and orderly, and it looks just kind of messy at first, especially when nothing's coming out of it. It's just a bed of unkept straw. So yeah, if you could deal with the messy look for a while, it will reap its rewards. So yeah, that's that.